stage 4 liver cancer. I was given 3 to 6 months to live. And that was it. God is powerful.
Hallelujah.
Very powerful.
Yes.
Several different conversations I have with God. I've told this story to a lot of you folks. But behind the house, we have a big field, and I was mowing it. My mower shut off. I didn't hit the key. The blades quit. I got a cold chill from the top of my head. It went down to my feet.
Yes.
And I hear this. We're not done. We're not done. This was in June. I had been diagnosed in mid-April. I came in the house and I told Ravina about it. She's like, well, that has to be God. I said, it was God. And there's no doubt in my mind it was God.
Amen.
My mower started right back up. I never hit the key. I just continued going about my business. A few weeks later, I was talking to God, asking God, number one, why? Didn't know why. He told me, we're not done. We're not done. I come here today to tell you that I'm not here because of me. I'm not here because of modern medicine. I'm here because of God.
Amen. Amen.
God put me here. Now, am I back to 100%? No. But I can function. I can do things. I love the Lord. I always have. But I didn't know until this happened that I was walking a Christian, what I called a Christian lifestyle. Wasn't really living a faithful lifestyle. There's a difference between Christianity and faith. I lost focus on who God was and who Mark was, who my wife was, and my family. And I think that kind of reeled me back into, I need to be focused on what God is doing for me. Back last Christmas, not this past Christmas, but they were starting to treat me as palliative care. So palliative care means kind of your end of life cycle. You were not expected to carry forward. Again, God says, we're not done. I'm not done. You have other things to do. And I'm kind of excited to see what there is in store for me later on, maybe. I don't know what he's going to open doors up to. But I know a lot of you guys have asked different questions about where am I at. So currently today, I take a chemo pill. It's not it is chemo, but it's not a liquid form. It's only targeted to the cancer cells that I have. It was specifically designed for this type of cancer that I do have. My journey's been a little rough. And John was talking about a while ago on your prayer card, things that you've gone through. Well, the last basically 24 months, I've lost a left femur. I have now a metal rod in my leg. I've gone through countless MRIs, CAT scans. I have to bring my own cat now because they ran out of cats. Every three weeks I go in for a blood test. They check my chemo numbers, my cancer numbers, not chemo numbers, but my cancer numbers. When God led me to another doctor, my cancer numbers were running into the 300s. So anything above 35 is cancer detectable, okay? I got to another doctor, Dr. Vader. I call her Dr. Vader. I think she's Darth Vader's little sister. that she is a great, great person. Her first statements to me and Ravina were, do you want to stay palliative care or do you want to live? I said, well, I'd like to live. She goes, okay, we can help do that. So she found this drug, this chemo drug that's targeted specifically for the type of cancer that I have. I started that in February of last year. My cancer numbers in January were 244. I started in February. My cancer numbers in February dropped to 14.
Praise God. Awesome.
In April of that same year, they dropped into the single digits. I think we were at a 9, maybe a 7. And I have been between 4 and 7 ever since.
Wow.
So, yeah, praise God.
Praise God.
That was all God. So the side effects to that kind of medication is I lose my fingernails, my toenails. I can't feel my hands very well. So I can't play guitar. I haven't been playing a guitar for quite some time. I can't feel my feet most of the time. Not all the time. So we did purchase a hot tub and it does help. But they won't let me take it off on medical expenses. I understand that. But it has been a good blessing to have things like that. Another great blessing is folks like you guys. All the prayers. You know, I can't thank you enough for the prayers that I received or that were going out for me, and I knew they were happening. There's a lot of times that I don't feel good. I would say 90% of the time I'm good. But there's a few days that I have that it's like, ugh. You know, I just don't feel well. Could be a stomach issue. I'm a brand now of Gas-X. I have to take Gas-X every day because of the chemo. It's still chemo, right? But it builds up in your system. If you don't take it, you can have explosions that you don't want to have. So there's some Gas-X, famotidines, and things like that. I still like to have a lot of fun. I still like to kid around because I think that's part of me. So, you know, I do appreciate what you've done, as the church has done for me, but we're not done.
Amen.
We're not done.
Amen.
I may not have any hair left anymore. I may not be able to feel everything that I once could feel, but I feel you, and I feel your presence, you know, and I do appreciate that. It's a little sad for me today. I watched my brother yesterday. And his dad was passing. And it hurts. It hurts. Knowing that that man was not just his father, but that was his buddy. They did things together daily. It wasn't just a small thing. It was huge. And that really hurt. That really hurts. And I know that he has a strong faith in God, and I know that he will get through this. He will pull through. But to see that and to know how he feels, because I've been there, I do know and I understand. One of the things after I was diagnosed with cancer is we were out with Rita and Ron somewhere, I can't remember exactly where, maybe downtown Bloomington. Ron plays in the Bloomington jazz band and stuff, and we went to listen to him one day out by the library, and it was shortly after I was diagnosed, and Gary came over and said, "Mark, I'm praying. That was the kind of guy that Gary was. If you needed something, Gary would help you. And I appreciated that. And I appreciate Karen and the whole family. I kind of grew up around them.